Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of TGCT Live. I'm Els41, broadcasting from Harrogate in the United Kingdom. We had snow today, for the first day in about a year. It didn't settle or anything, but it's a start. With me, Dr. Yeti from Salt Lake City. How are things with you?
We had snow today too, and for the last couple weeks it's been snow, snow, snow. I'm loving it.
When you shoveling on Christmas Day? Is that right?
I was shoveling a lot of snow on Christmas Day,
Wow.
but I did get to go snowboarding a couple days later, and that rocked.
Nice. And special guest, HB_Keith C. Some of you might know him. How are you doing? All right?
Very good. We have no snow here, and I'm quite happy with that as well.
Oh, nice. Where is it you're actually based again?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
If you got snow, the whole state would shut down.
That's pretty much, well, to where I am, I'm not in the mountains. I mean, you go a couple hours west of me, and you get to Asheville and mountains, and there's skiing areas there, but where I am, there's no snow. And we get snow. I mean, we average like an inch or two a month in the winter months, but yeah, if we get 3-4 inches, forget it. Everything just shuts down, and accidents galore.
Wow. Well, I remember there was a load of bad weather in New Jersey earlier or towards the end of last year, wasn't there, or somewhere around there as well?
The Northeast was just destroyed with snow last year. My brother's in Boston, and he had over 100 inches of snow for the season. It was ridiculous.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, snow's going to be the last thing I'll mind when we play your course.
Sweet.
That was a good segue, wasn't it?
That was great.
The Tarantula Golf Club. Who named it? I can't remember. Who came up with the name?
Maybe the way I do most of my courses is I try and come up with some kind of theme or name based on the theme of the course. So I just looked up things in the desert, different type of things, and Tarantula was one of those types of things. Like, oh, that sounds like kind of a cool name.
There we go. So we've got a full chat room already. Furzu, Adam Hill, snow has occurred in the Highlands, that's Scotland, it's always snowing. Jim Jam, Eddie Vedder, welcome along. So the point of this is just to play Keith's new course. We sort of decided not to put any of our courses or HB official courses on a regular TGCT live show, and as such have them as a special, but it also gives you guys in the chat, if you want to ask Keith the designer any questions, and gives us a chance to understand maybe a little bit more about the thinking and just that sort of idea. And just before we start on this one, just looking through your list of courses as both HB Keith and the Headhunter, I mean, goodness me, reversible course, the Drifts,
Fantastic.
Hunter Meadow, Devil's Whisper, Goldfinch, Glacial Lakes, Hunter Forest. It's like reading off a Pink Floyd set list. It's just gold, 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 isn't it?
Wait till you see a Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, wait, you're doing that one, aren't you?
That's a great idea. That's funny. I like listening to that yesterday. Your moon idea.
Oh dear, yeah, that's turning into a bit of a disaster, to be honest.
So Keith, is this the first desert course you've ever designed?
No, I did do one as the Headhunter, and to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what I even called that one. I forget, but it wasn't very good. If anybody wants to look it up, was Royal Carolina or something I
There was
did.
a Carolina one you've done, yeah.
That might be it. It wasn't very good, but
Eddie Vedder in the chat room has said, I don't want to spoil the show, but I just wanted to let you know, Keith, that I reviewed your course about an hour ago and marked it as tour worthy. And you were saying that this will be on the PGA Tour from the 1st of February to the 6th.
yeah, I just got word. It's going to be the Waste Management Open, so that was pretty exciting. And I'm working on the 4 pins as we speak, so it'll be a 4-pin tournament.
Nice.
Oh, very good.
We do have our standard giveaway today as well. We'll do that on the back nine somewhere. Right, me counting again. I had a good round yesterday when we played round the first desert course with Nick Vice's desert course, which was very nice.
Red Rock something.
Yeah, that was nice.
National. Red Rock National.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really good.
I played the first few holes in that in the little showcase I've been doing, so I like that one as well.
Oh, I'm terrified of this putt. If I go long, I'm going down that hill. I see you rolling down it, Keith.
I trickled back down, yeah.
It's when you fall into your own traps.
Who designed this crap? Damn it.
Rubbish.
Also, thanks, Jim Jam. I see wrote one of the best desert courses I've played in a while, so I really appreciate that.
We were saying on the show yesterday, and this is a fine example, as was Nick's course, that is this flat? Yeah, it is.
Oh, down I go.
The texture swap
Down I go.
has brought the
Uh-oh.
desert course back into, or the desert theme back into. Oh, that was unfair. Back into the game almost. Like there weren't many desert courses being created, but now I think we'll see a lot more with this style. My ball.
You're right
hit
next
the
to me,
rim
Els.
and flew. I'm going to drop a
Oh.
shot here because of that.
You're like,
Yeah, we
Picked up
both
speed.
overshot.
it picked up speed as it lipped out of that hole. That was rude.
Adam Hill has asked if anyone on TGCT won the Powerball.
No.
I thought I saw 3 California, Texas, and Florida or something like that. I think I saw.
So they have to split the billion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
glad one person didn't win it, unless it was me, of course. But
That's an obscene amount of money. It's an unfathomable amount of money.
it is. Yeah, it is.
I like the second hole.
This one, yeah, I tried to do something a little different. You could take it as far up there as you want,
Yeah.
and then
I like the little buried rocks.
I'm a fan of rocks.
Yes.
I
As
think
am
it's
I.
I think, is it a... So you've obviously hit driver there.
I hit 3-wood, and 3-wood will take you pretty much right to the end of the fairway,
Yeah, I hit 3 with.
assuming it's a crosswind, or I mean, if it's downwind, you'll definitely go through.
Oh yeah,
But-
I'm going to be right with you, I think.
The fairway has a little bit of an upslope there, so it kind of helps you stop that ball.
Yeah.
This is great. Great tier work on this green and pin placement.
Yeah, thanks. I kind of wanted to do a few different options, and I wouldn't say I expressly thought that, oh, this is going to be set up for a 4-pin tour and all that, but I did want to sort of create some options, and it was in the back of my mind as I designed it.
You could easily get 4 pins on this. Look at the amount of space you've got that's over here.
The greens aren't small.
Yeah. Yeah, work that out.
We've played a few courses recently with some really big greens, and it's actually made for some challenging putting instead of just the typical chip and tap in.
Mellow Sweet, great tee shots on this course. Really need to think before you hit it.
That was something I definitely had in mind when I was building it. I mean, there does tend to be a little those kind of snaking fairways, little S's and things, but I tried to do that so that depending on the wind would really make a big difference. If you're into the wind, you might not be able to carry certain bunkers into that sort of what I'll call the neck of the S or the middle part of the S. You'll have to stay
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
shorter side. But if it's downwind, boom, take advantage of it and drive the bunkers and see if you can get some extra yardage out of it.
Furzu, when he played the course, he found that every tee shot needed careful consideration. I think we're finding that out now.
Yeah, cool. That's kind of what I was aiming for, was to just make you think a little bit more about it. As a building official courses, I don't think I should be building super hard courses or really difficult because, for the most part, it's probably the first courses that newer folks are going to see,
Yeah.
and I don't want to turn them off to the game for one. But, um,
Yeah.
I also don't want to just make every official course where you shoot minus
Dead easy,
18.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
kind of
it's a fine line to walk, and you're never going to please anyone because some people
Mm-mm.
love the extremely hard courses, and some people can't stand them. And the opposite can be said about the easy courses.
Oh, Keith has thrown a dart.
Yeah, I just rolled
Was
through.
that a foot, 2 foot away?
I am 7 feet over
Oh.
here.
Oh, I might just cut you inside you there. If this rolls to the right a bit. Ooh.
There
I
we
bet I'll
go.
be 8 feet. Oh, I was 7 feet.
That looks, yeah, you look pretty good there.
Oh, this is a strong left to right.
I took a par there.
This is a tough pin as well. So, do you create every course now? Oh, no, that's going to be a disaster. With the thought that it's going to be official.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. This course will be on the official lists. For the first, I'm trying to think which ones, like Equinox Club, Tall Palms, Scrublands, those I actually submitted over to the studio and they published them.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
they don't appear under your list of courses.
Exactly. But these last few, Upland Ridge, Glacial Lakes, this one, the Holiday Club, I've actually published all of those, and then they've then gone and turned them into official, put them on the official list, which is actually better because then they drop out of your list in the GNCD.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Otherwise, it still shows as unpublished, and it makes it a little trickier. It's easy if it just moves it off there. So
Yeah.
I had a massive amount of trouble on that third green. I've taken a 5 there. Just couldn't. I missed the putt just twice, and it absolutely.
So this one, 4 here is a perfect example of what I was talking about. So now if you're downwind, I mean, you're easily going to take it over those bunkers. Into the wind, you're probably going to keep it out to the right. So let's see.
I'm going to try this. I'm hoping this will carry that middle bunker. Oh, it did. Oh, it's good. Might roll into the light rough. Just.
Just trickled in. Now the funny part with this one too was, like we were talking about earlier, the textures. I mean, before I wasn't a big fan of the browns of the desert, so when the custom textures came in, which on my streams kept calling it a game changer, and I don't think I overstated that, to be honest,
Oh.
when I said that. And now these lush green deserts, I love it. I mean, I think this is really cool. So I wanted to give it a go. I've been trying to build, if you've actually noticed the progression of my courses, it's actually been each new theme that has come out, I try and build one in it.
Yeah,
as they come
yeah.
out. But I got to Rustic, and I actually built a couple of holes in Rustic, and then I said, no, I really like these custom textures. I'm going to build a desert course. And so I actually went back and did a desert instead of the Rustic. So that's my next Rustic, my next one.
You're definitely right about it being a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these dark, deep greens look so good in the desert theme. I wish I could have used them on my desert course.
Then the other thing that I did was I wanted to test. I mean, I've got a super fast internet connection. I'm hardwired into my router, so I have a 1 gigabyte fiber internet. So I've actually been able to publish courses for people that haven't, have been having that issue where they can't do it. I don't know if it seems to be, it's probably some kind of bandwidth issue. And I mean, oh, nice. If I run a speed test, I get like 960 down and 950 up, somewhere in that range. So
Wow, nice.
like crazy internet. So I've never had an issue. I mean, it's always published right away. So I wanted to test it, and I maxed out literally to the very possible end of the meter on the desert.
Yeah.
I mean, if I look at it, I think I can barely see an opening, but I didn't get a message saying that it's been maxed out, but it's about as close as it could possibly be. And I just wanted to try that and see, but then I also wanted to check and make sure it would work on consoles and make sure there was no lag. So it was a plus on both of those.
Yeah, well, you sent it over to me when I was doing that moon stream.
Mhm.
Oh no, Yeti, I'm going to be right with you. That's clearly your ball, and we fall into the same trap. It's a trap.
Well, I tried to put a bunch of a right, you know,
Yeah.
a bunch of fade on it, and I
Did you
didn't hit it very well.
did you hit driver or 3-wood?
I hit driver, and I tried to put like a box and a half of fade on it, and I missed the cone. And
Yeah. Driver will go through there. I put those trees by the tee box just for that reason. I didn't want people to just go straight at the green. I wanted to make it
Mhm.
a really challenging thing, but the hole is pretty short. I mean, you probably only have about, what, 130
I
in?
still had a wedge in, yeah,
Yeah,
120.
so even if you just hit iron off the tee, 5-wood straight out there, you won't have more than 130, 140, 150 range. So that was kind of what I went for there. Make it a really challenging shot if you really, really want to cut off a ton of yardage. And if you do, then you get the reward.
Mhm.
But I had fun with the planting. Like I said, I really went all out and
Mm.
beasted it right to the end, which, I know you guys talked about, or we talked about previously when we flipped it to a different theme. The rustic went to about a third of the meter.
Yeah.
I don't really know why it does that, but
And not just that, we even flipped it back to, was it Alpine, one of the first themes, and it still was about not even halfway.
oh yeah, it's kind of weird the way it does that, but it allowed me to put. I mean, I just put stuff everywhere, and it's just tough because the desert, there's nothing out there. So I mean, it just seems so barren that you feel like you need to plant everything.
Yeah, yeah. That I was saying to Canuck last night on the show. I know it's a bit of a joke, but that moon course, I can't even do plants. The only thing I can do is rocks, and they look a bit out of place, to be honest. So it's going to be a course where I've only got the land to make it look, or to cause problems. This is a bit interesting.
Here's another tee shot. I see Yeti just went through the fairway there. So this is actually, I'll give away a secret. This is actually it's sort of a trick on your eye, because when you look at the green, you see 436 yards. It's down 2,
Yeah.
but it's actually way down, because when you get down to your approach shot, it's going to be about 30 feet up to the green.
Yeah, mine's exactly 30 feet up,
Yeah.
as you said it. Yeah.
So your drive is going to go a lot farther than you think, because it's really all downhill.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah,
I say
yeah.
that, I hit it in the bunker on the left.
That's true. This is probably my shot here, isn't it?
So if you go out, sort of to where you went, you're probably going to go through the fairway.
Yeah, I did just.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a trick that I played there with the elevation.
Oh, that was a bad shot. The wind didn't take that anywhere near as much as I thought it was going to. Oh no! I've got a chip over a red slope. You kidding? Okay.
Oh, I see you. Yeah. Maybe get the flop out.
Thing is, if a flop rolls back.
Oh, Han.
dear.
I just glanced at the chat room, and when I mentioned, I wish I could have had reached deep greens on my desert course. Han says, Hoodoo Hills remastered.
Remastered special edition.
Yes. With bonus footage and commentary.
Nice.
Stop there. Yes, it did it. I might have just saved a par here.
I'm going to make bogey. Or worse. Stop.
Oh, is that you? The orange oh, yeah. Oh, you have stopped, thankfully.
Yeah, I did. I hit a poor tee shot into the bunker and then didn't make the putt. So I made bogey there.
I've had to fight for every shot on this whole course so far.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so this one, I actually put the clubhouse out there, and I made the tee box so that clubhouse is your aim point. So it's a little visual clue out there
Nice.
in case
That is
anybody.
nice.
It'd be a very tough course, I think, for True Sim, but in case anybody wanted to, you could, I suppose.
This is
I'm
the
sure
green you
someone
don't want to miss on the wrong side of the ridge.
I did go for slightly smaller fairways. I don't know. I don't use the distance tool all that often. I kind of eyeball it, and if it looks really small or really wide, then I'll do it. But I try and keep fairways in the 20 to 25 yard range. That's kind of roughly where I go. And sometimes I'll just measure it up against the previous fairway, and all right, that looks close enough. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Who do this to? The Revenge of the OB.
Oh, I just stayed on the side of the slope.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
look at
for the
this.
pin here. Ooh.
Yeah,
There
it's
it
coming
goes.
right on in.
Mine,
Nice shot.
mine worked out really nice.
That did work out well. Oh, stick. Oh, no, it rolled.
Yeah, so the par threes so far have been really nice too.
The part, yeah, I forgot what the
That's too hard.
forgot
in,
what the
go in.
distance was
Oh.
on the course, but 2 of the par 3s are very, very short.
That lip out was unfortunate.
Actually, 3. I guess technically 3 of them are under 150, which I guess is fairly short.
We'll do the giveaway on 12, which is a 106 par 3. It's interesting. Oh, look at all these, the cacti. The many cactuses.
My favorite one is the one right in front of the tee box. I like that. I just
Yeah, it
threw
looks
that
quite
there
menacing,
last.
that one.
Yeah, it just kind of stands on its own, but it sort of draws your eye to it on the rest of the hole. But this one, there is a huge slope there left of the pin, but
Yeah.
that ridge actually filters you back to the hole as well. So if you're right on the edge of it, you're not going to get hosed and go down it. You'll probably actually come back towards the flag.
I
So
can see that, yeah.
I didn't try and screw anybody over too bad there.
Oh, I'm going to be a bit short. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh,
Oh, I
bounce on the fridge. And I said this before, it's like bouncing on concrete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
No.
tough when you have those more front pins. If you hit the green, you're golden. You hit the fringe, and you're gonna bounce past.
Well, this might go in, though. Oh, it did. Pick one up.
Did you
Find
chip that in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost chipped in on 8. I just barely missed. Got one on me. It's good to see some water.
Got my par. Yeah, it's the only water on the course there. That one big lake there plays in on 9 and 18.
I like that idea. Where you have a trap that affects more than one hole. I think that's great when I see that.
I'll stop
one?
you.
That fairway is going to take
no.
you down left.
Yeti, where are you going? Oh, he's alright. Just.
Yeah, trickled off. It is a tough tee shot. You definitely need to hit the right edge, right half of the fairway for sure.
I think
Probably
I'm
the
going
right
to land on the
third.
rough, and this might help me. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I just barely hit the fairway, and I'll stop. I'm just about 10 feet short of going through. It's quite the long par 5, but with this wind, I don't know. Probably not reachable, but
I don't think so, but my second shot's aiming at that burnt tree.
wind will bring it back nice.
Yeah, should do. I'm either going to be just on the green or just in front of it. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Actually,
about 5 foot on the green with that shot.
I got on, but I don't think I'm going to get up this slope.
Oh, you
Nope.
way outpaced me.
I'm going to trickle back down the slope.
I'd still love to see in this game the green grid cover the whole green, because there's clearly what looks like a yellow ridge there.
It is. Oh, it's actually red. Yeah.
Red! Right, even better. Gosh, okay, it's going over here then.
Don't want to be right, 'cause it will feed down there. But it's weird. See, it put like a little yellow line. When you look at it from this angle, there's a little yellow line right in front of the pin. But all the other angles, you don't see that the little yellow
That is
line.
weird,
It's
isn't it?
weird. Yeah.
This is going to be a difficult putt as well. Keep it really short.
And I had a nasty 5-foot putt there.
Stay there.
I breathed on it and it still went by the pin.
Should stop. No. Yeah, it stopped.
This is a tricky pin position. I like it.
It is.
Oh, drop one here.
Be a little short.
Yeah, drop one back to +3. +3 after 9.
This is probably
Yeah.
one of the better rounds I've had here. I don't know what my best is, -2 or -4, somewhere in that range.
I can see
well,
why this is on the PGA Tour and not on the CCC Tour.
Again, here's another spot where I put that bunker, but it's all downhill. So unless you're into the wind, you're probably going to clear that bunker fairly easily.
I'm loving the chat panel.
Environmental disaster, hoodoo spills.
Winter theme, hoodoo chills. Playing with musical notes very quickly, hoodoo trills.
What does this course come in at lengthwise?
I was just thinking about that before. I don't know.
5 out, 3 6 in. So
I didn't look
that's
at the card.
7 3. No, that's not right. It's about 7,150 yards. Which isn't surprisingly isn't that long.
Well,
It feels
the
long.
fairways are firm,
Yeah.
so you do get a lot of rollout. So your drives are probably going more in the 280 range, 285.
Yeah.
So it cuts it down a little bit.
Oh, you've thrown a bomb in there again. Look at that.
I threw a nice one in there, yeah.
So
There's a couple of, I mean, this hole's a beast, 480, but it is all downhill. And then 13 and 14 are 2 really long holes there as well.
They're still going.
If you did a Cajun theme, it could be hoodoo voodoo.
Yes.
what did you set the green firmness on this? Oh, that's going to go in. What a putt. If I
Green
set something.
firmness,
Oh, great shot.
I think is middle of the road. It's in the medium section. Speeds are top speeds. I like that top speed. I kind of get stuck on using those. I should probably alter that at some point.
So the giveaway is on 12, and we're just teeing off on 11. The game, as you can just see coming up on your screen there, is called Gun Monkeys. Dr. Yeti.
Gun Monkeys. Have you ever played like the original Super Mario Brothers? Not like Super Mario Brothers 1, but where it's like just one screen and it's you and Luigi and you're actually like a death match.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've never played it, but I do know what you mean. It's like a PvP thing, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that, but every time they load a level, it's procedurally generated, so it's different. Every single time it's different, and it's just a little simple 2D platformer with a bunch of cool guns and lasers and rockets, and you just shoot each other until you die.
Simple but effective.
Yes, and it's online multiplayer and local multiplayer.
So you all know the drill. Keith's going to be the shooter.
Ah, sweet.
I'm just finishing off on 11. Saying that I've got 2 putts, it'll be about another half an hour yet. And then, guys in the chat room, guess how far Keith will be close he'll be to the pin to win a copy of Gun Monkeys. What a putt this is going to be. It's down then up and over.
I put that little hump in there.
Yeah, it's horrible. No.
Jim Chin said the card states 7,166 yards.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Which, some of the courses we see on the PGA Tour are break 7-4, which is long. That's really long. I think if you're longer than that, then you're asking for trouble, I think. But I love the bridge on this. I think it's great. Because it's not a bridge, is it? It's land. And
It's just
it
land.
looked like a
yeah.
bridge, yeah.
I just put
It's a
some.
little safety wall so they don't fall in that little chasm.
Ericsson Stone, 18 feet. Wise Guy, 31. Mellow Swede's gone with your usual guess. The hole in one. Doily, 9. Welcome along, Doily. Dr. Loden, 15. Han, 7. Whenever,
I'm all nervous now.
yeah, see, it's pressure, isn't it?
I know. Jeez.
But I'm going to write stop guesses. And, Jim Jim's, that will count Jim Jim's one, it's snuck in there at the end. And Royce. Go on, hit the ball.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Gone with the 120. Oh, that's going to be a gem.
You went with the 120?
I did. 6 feet.
Han had 7. Oh, Jim Jim had 6 on the dot.
6 on the dot.
Jim Jim wins. Well done, sir. Get in touch with Dr. Yeti after the show. You know the drill. We'll send you the game
nice.
over. Blue Orf won one yesterday that he hasn't claimed. So if you're watching, get in touch. Dr. Loden, I'll send yours over after this. I couldn't remember which one of you had won which game. So you went with a pitching wedge.
I went with the 120. I lofted
I
it
did
up
too.
a little bit, and I turned it into the wind, so it would, because it will take off a little.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
That's what I did. Exactly what I did. I went about 2/3 of a box up and about 2/3 of a box left.
Exactly. I think we've hit the same shot.
Well, I'm not
No,
going
I'm
the
2
box
feet
left,
closer.
but I'm
Oh.
angled my guy differently.
Hit a better shot.
Ooh. Oh yeah, what were you? 6 feet.
I was 6.
I'm 4.
Wow, very nice.
Thanks for the tip.
Mm-hmm.
I actually just sent Jim Jim that game through Steam.
Oh, there we go.
He doesn't even have to claim that one. See what happens when you're friends with me on Steam?
Free stuff.
All right, so 13 here. With this wind, it'll be interesting. You might be able to go between those two bunkers.
Here,
There's a
that
little.
bit of fairway that comes out at us.
I did that there. Yeah, just for that reason. If it's downwind, it's gonna be real interesting.
I've gone
There
for
you
it. I feel confident it's going to make it. I don't feel confident anymore. Now I do. Yeah, lucky babs.
Worst case, it'll bounce through. Yeah, exactly. It'll bounce right through. There you go.
Well, I added that 1%, so I'm feeling good. I'll make it then.
Let's try and hit 180 here.
And now again, you got that little spine in the middle of the green there. So try and keep you on that side by the flag.
I'm going to try to play that spine to kind of push me towards the pin if I can. Not that far.
Just have to be careful. You get on the other side of that spine, and you'll have a
I
real
caught the
interesting time.
spine, but I just hit way too much club.
Oh, yeah, I've done the same as you. I'm going to roll way past even you guys did. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Bye. I'm off to the next hole. Screw guys. I'm taking a mulligan.
He's off to catch the beer cart lady. I'll just
Nice.
catch you up on the next tee.
Oh, grief. Look at this putt. This is going to go in about 6 different directions, this putt. It's going to have to go over there. I literally...
Oh, how
am
did that not
making
go
this
in?
up.
Hit it. Oh, my. Oh, wow.
Stop. Stop. Please slow down.
My ball did a U-turn.
I saw that. I thought my ball was unfortunate stopping in the lip, but yours was even worse.
Oh, I saved a par there.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to try and beat even. I've got 5 holes to score 2 shots.
Yeah,
done.
Do it.
I've got to put a comeback together if I'm going to
Considering
get
I was 3 up at the turn, I could... Oh, this fairway's thin. I like it.
This is a tough hole. This is a beast, especially into this wind, too. It's quite difficult.
I suppose it just hasn't had enough plays yet to get a stroke index, but this looks like it
Yeah,
might
so
be number
I
1.
just barely got into the fairway.
I missed
Yeah,
it.
this will likely be in the top 5 handicap holes.
Yeah, this will be tough. I'm in the light rough because it's also got that little, whatever you want to call it, dry bed, that barranca, whatever they call those or something, cutting through the fairway. It's
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mine just touched the light rough, and somehow I've got an 83% shot.
Ooh,
Making those numbers up.
I missed the bunker. Hitting the bunker there. Making a tad of
Right.
a mess there.
Sit there, you dog.
198 might be the shot. No, more than that. Hitting 207 seems a bit much here. Let's try this. This is a guess. Oh, the bunker.
That's where I was as well. Par, definitely a good score on this hole.
Yep, I just took a tap-in par, and I'm happy to move on.
I left it short. I'm going to make bogey here.
Oh, what a putt this has got to be. It's a 6 foot, but it goes in all directions.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Thanks.
Take a little.
Do you do anything when you design now that, like, or do you sort of go back to your old courses and say that's somewhere I've definitely improved?
Well,
That's a question for both of you, actually, but Keith more so.
yeah, in terms of like procedures that I did, I know you were talking about this, but it's kind of funny. If you look at my Durham Springs course, I had finished 17 holes of it, and Canuck had done a video of the little trick about placing the fairway down and then not moving it and opening up the light rough brush and just expanding it. If you look at my 18th hole on that course, it is completely different. That's where I started using that technique. I said, let me try this on this 18th hole. And I was blown away by how much better I thought it looked. And ever since then, I've used that technique of placing the fairway and then I open it up the brush. So it has that nice, following lines. But if you look at courses before that, I mean, my light rough would go really wide over here. Then it would be too tight and wide. It just didn't look as pretty.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Interesting. That little technique is great, isn't it, that he found?
Mm-hmm.
145.
You'll notice my rough doesn't tend to be nice and perfect like that. I like to lay the entire strip of fairway down and then go fill in the rough. So I rarely use that technique. I actually use it around the green a lot, but not really on the fairway.
I'm kind of do a bit of both, if I'm honest, I think. But
Yeah, and there's no right or wrong, of
No.
course.
Yeah.
I was always worried that technique would just...
Well,
heighten
another
the,
reason is I typically am much more generous with light rough than most designers.
Mm-hmm.
And putting as much light rough as I like, I'd have to press A like 35 times.
So I usually expand it, and so I hit it maybe 2 or 3 times to kind of get where I am. But I don't know. I keep saying that like I should do a course where I want to have a lot of light rough around it, and every time I do it, I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me, and I go back to exactly what I've done here, where I do 5, 6 feet, 7 feet of light rough.
The look, it's definitely a smart look, isn't it? It makes it look... Yeah. I mean, like that round there is absolutely... It's exactly the same shape, isn't it? But
Yeah, this one I was really happy the way this hole came out.
Yeah, 16's great. I like how there's this little bit of a backboard for this pin placement.
It's tough. You can go for it too. It might help you out. It's definitely a tough one to get close there, but if you do it, you're definitely rewarded.
I am pretty close.
Oh, I'm watching you roll. Wow.
I'm on the fringe. I could putt this if I wanted.
just looking at the chat, Jim Gem says he's going to play Wise Guys course later. Oh, that's the follower noise.
Oh, welcome along, new follower.
Damn, another follower.
Was it?
I'm kidding.
Well, we're beating you, Keith.
I know. I still
Sour
claim,
Sour
gummy bears.
Bears. Welcome along. Bears
Good
with a
to have
Z, because it's cool.
I always like to claim the 3-person rule. You have to divide by 3 because you have 3 of you. So I'm still in the lead. That's what I'm sticking with.
Oh wait, but you can get like Anthony Kine and Paul and other people on, so you at least have to divide yours by 2 then.
Theoretically, I can. I try. Doesn't always work out, though.
Yeah.
Get in!
Well, when they keep putting out updates like
The
last
Eagles are
month-
soaring. I'm at -1.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Nice. See, that's my goal right here. I'm gonna chip this one in.
Ooh, nice.
There it is. Boom. Eagle. Back to even
Jeez.
par.
Did you get one as well?
Yeah.
Oh, look at us.
I made birdie and got smoked.
Oh, look at this pin right at the front.
Yeah, it's a short hole, so that's why I went with that pin, and I kind of brought in my little walking path, and coming up short would be a little devious, but yeah, it's a little bit on the tough
I
side.
like that. I really like these bunkers down here. No,
Yes,
well, you'd be a
sharp
really
look.
bad shot to be in them. I'll be in them in a minute. Watch, but I like them. -12, so. So ideally, you want to be hitting this about 126 because anything less than that, and you'll be on that path you've put, or you go long.
I hit pin high, and I'm only going to be about
I
8,
think
9
that's
feet
my
past, so
tactic, to be honest.
it's not too bad. I have a 10-footer. I don't think. I mean, with the really short holes, I think it's okay to put a front pin like that,
Yeah,
especially if
yeah.
the greens. My greens are receptive. I think. I mean, they're medium. If they were firm, then yeah, that's pretty tough.
My
Yeah,
ball
the
is
wedge
right
usually
next to yours.
bounce and then stop on a dime.
See if I can give you the line here.
Yeah, literally, it's like a putting green. I just hit mine, then hit yours.
Oh, missed it. A little bit of a double break there.
Yeah, yeah, but the first break is right after you hit it, isn't it? I think I'm going to try and hit this in a straight line. Oh no, I failed the same way you did. That break right in front of where the ball was a lot faster than I think it looked.
Yeah, it moved it out, and then
Yeah.
it just didn't have a chance to come back.
Well, I took a bogey. I'm back up at par. So here's my last stand. Got a par 5. I can do this.
This is definitely a devious pin, but it's a fairly short par 5 in terms of with the downhill, so go for it at your own risk is what I will say there. There's a big slope to the left of the pin, so it'll take you down into sort of a collection in the green, but the very front of the green does have a little bit of a bank to it. So if you were to come in from the fairway onto the green, it should keep you to the right and keep you into that back section. So
I think with the wind, I'm going to be lucky to get on the green in 2. I think my shot's actually going to be to the left of where that bunker in front of the green is.
yeah, with this
Yep,
wind,
That's the shot there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm playing layup. I'm aiming right at the bunker.
Yeah.
going
just to
over
the
the
left.
corner of the water, I'm hoping I'm going to reach. Oh, get up. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. I stayed on the bank. Nice.
Stop. Oh, just in the light rough again. But I'm going to have about a 30-yard to the pin.
Yep. I'm 38.
At 34, and I'm down by the weeds over here.
This could be the shot.
But I tried to
There
keep
it
it so you could see a lot of the other holes. So as you came down 18 here, you could see 9 behind you back there. I like.
Just
Tried to-
random
I love-
stairs at the back there. Nice. I put a red free back 9 on there.
Nice.
Finished -2. Keith -7 on his own course. Thrashed us.
Well, that was probably the best round that I've had here on Tarantula so far.
The wind was quite temperamental, wasn't it?
Wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's about as high as I've seen it. The other times I played was in the 3 to 5 range or so. So that was 7 was about as high as I've seen so far.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's unquestionably a 10 for me. I'd like to hear what our chat panel think. Yeti, for you?
Yeah, I agree. Not quite a 10 for me, but I thought it was spectacular. Every drive you had to think about, and like you were saying, the winds probably made it just a nightmare, depending on what direction they're pointing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the amount of slope on your green tiers is perfect. That's some of the best I've seen. And I liked how you put a good variety of different tier shapes, like the the kind of stepped shapes, or like the kind of a ridge going through the middle of a green, and how you could play them to your advantage if you landed it in the right spot. I didn't give it quite a 10 because it's a little bit challenging for my tastes. That's kind of what I thought about Magnolia National. It's a little bit too tough for my personal preference. But fantastic job.
All right, thanks. Yeah, like I said, I tried to build something a little more challenging, and I don't want to go over the top, like I said, because of being the official courses. But I also don't want to make just cream puffs every time and have more experienced players just say, "Oh, it's an official course, forget it. I'm not going to bother playing it." So
I think this might be the most difficult official course I've played. I haven't played them all, but I've played quite a lot. I think this might be the most difficult. Not bad difficult though. I thought it was really good.
Cool. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I just kind of hope I don't see 14. I do actually. I want to try it if we get 14-mile-an-hour winds, but the scores are going to soar. I think if that's the case, but I can't control that, so I'm not going to build it. I didn't want to build 50-yard wide fairways in the case that there was 14-mile-an-hour winds. I don't want to do that. But
no.
Well, there was no shots that had like a carry that the wind would prevent you from making it. So you'd still be able to get to the fairway, probably get to the green in 2, and you'll still be able to play for par, even in high winds. It'd just be much, much more challenging.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the couple of holes there's a 480, a 470. I mean, those are going to be borderline into a 14-mile-an-hour wind. But like I said, I tried to make sure all my fairways, I try and start in that 200 range. So you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to hit the fairway regardless of how strong the wind is into you. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excellent. Well, Keith, thank you very, very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries. A wonderful course. Everyone should get out on it. Adam Hill's saying
Absolutely.
He's yet to play, but he definitely will. That's the spirit. If you want to follow us, guys, you can see on the slide here, you can catch us on YouTube, on Twitter, Reddit. How's Reddit going, Yeti? It's getting a bit bigger, isn't it? You're sort of...
It's starting to progress. We've got a few followers, I believe, from Reddit, so it's good to have you along.
Oh, good. And, of course, on the HB and TGC Tours forums. Next time we'll be on with a live show will be TGCT Live next week. You'll all be pleased to know that I'm actually away. So it'll just be Canuck and Yeti next week. But we will see you all then. Thanks very much for watching. We'll